was all very basic. No running water, no electricity. Sauer-Beckmann depicts life as a working farm in 1915. We don't recreate, we just continue the traditions and the lifestyle of that period of time.
Oh, the cat's going to try to move in. He's thinking about it.
It was one of the ideas of LBJ to actually have this happen, the concept of people realizing what life was like without electricity and running water. And he said, people aren't going to know that if we don't somehow preserve that.
These folks didn't have electricity, so we can't have an electric motor on our mill. We're going to try to be pure to our farm down here. We can't cheat our grandparents, can we? You know, these people, they ate a lot of lard, they ate a lot of fat, but they were working so hard that it really didn't make them fat because they burned it all off, didn't they? They worked their way through all those calories. Is that easy work there, bud?
No.
No?
That's probably one of the big things that now is really coming around, especially the last couple of years. Just what life was. What are those basics of what do you need to live? Do you need all the stuff? I had a little boy, he came with his grandmother, and he was whispering something to her, and so she goes, well, ask her. And finally he did. He goes, do you have a TV? And I said, a TV? I said, what's that? And he said, well, it has cartoons on it, and he goes, and it has a remote. That's life. You know?
Keep away from the gals and those good fellow pals. As long as you've got money, they'll be through. Treat everyone fair, always be on the square, and everybody everywhere will welcome you. Settle down for life with a good little wife. Remember that's the day you'll always live. You'll find sunshine and flowers and many happy hours on the road to happiness.
Most of the day was spent just cooking meals or working on a meal for another day.
Now look here. I'll show you what's making this stove work. Oh. Is that hot?
And who do you think's job might be to keep that wood box filled?
That'd be yours.
Your job, yeah. Well, the important rule on the farm here was if you don't work, you don't eat. Chickie, chickie, chickie.
It's amazing the reaction that people, when they watch us feed the pigs or feed the chickens, when they watch us milk the cow, they're awed that they've never seen that happen. The closest they've ever come to most of this stuff is in their supermarket when they get a carton of eggs or a box of butter, and this opens their eyes to where it really comes from. Those folks, will you gain a big appreciation for the work that the people that settled this area, how they had to, just to survive in this environment.
You have a great little pair of mules for this up here. Good girl. When you ask them to trot, just pop them gently with the rein. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I would do is I would teach the mule to go forward. Step in there. Walk into the shoulder, step, shift, come right back around, then just step into him. Step right in behind the shoulder and look at him. Got it? Looks easy, doesn't it? Now what you need to do is to practice it. Cluck to him. Cluck. Cluck. He's not paying attention to you.
Let me try this again.
Step behind the shoulder. Now, that's good. Quit clucking.
It's easy when he does it.
I think one of the things that President Johnson wanted the public to see here was how life was like when he grew up and what made him do many of the legislative acts that he did.
The founding fathers dreamed America before it was. The pioneers dreamed of great cities on the wilderness that they had crossed. For it will be the dream that we dare to dream.
You really can see why he felt the public would gain the sense of compassion for history and how it can shape a person and how you can make a big difference in life if you really choose to. You don't have to start out being wealthy or anyone in particular. You can mold your life to be whatever you want, and he happened to grow up to be a president. And has made a big impact on America and Texas and this community of the Texas Hill Country.
We seek a nation where every man can seek knowledge and touch beauty and rejoice in the closeness of family and community.
When you go to the Sauer-Beckmann farm and you take electricity and running water out of your lifestyle and see how people survived, and then how creative and inventive they are, and then all our benefits that we have today that came from all of that, it just awes me when I think back at how far we've come as a society, but how important it is to thank our grandparents and all those aunts and uncles and people that brought us to where we are today in life.